guys, it's the Realist Rap Man on the YouTube channel here, and I'm back with another video. And life update, I was meant to be working today, but I'm not, and I won't be working for the rest of the week, thank fuck. But unfortunately I will be still working next week, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about the education system and why I think that it is pointless and that going to school is a waste of time unless you want to become a nurse or a doctor or something along the lines of that. I can completely understand. I can completely understand, obviously. So, yeah, why do I think school is pointless? Now, in my opinion, most people, I think the education system is designed to fail us. I think that it's fucking pointless because we all get told from a young age that our whole lives will depend on getting good grades and, you know, going out and going to university if you're in the UK, or college if you're in America, and, you know, going out there and trying to do a course that you need to go to uni for, which is fucking hilarious because most of these jobs that most people go to uni for now, you don't even ever actually even need to go to uni or go to college in the first place, because you can just go out and get an apprenticeship, you can just go out and get work experience for it, you know, and that's it. And yet all we ever hear from people is you got to go to college, or you got to go to university. You know, you hear this a lot from old boomer parents. You hear this a lot. They always say, go to uni, go to college, you know, it'll save your whole life. And one thing they never mention is how much debt you're going to get in. You know, I feel like most people don't realise how dangerous going to uni is if you're poor. Like, uni's only for people that can afford the debt. Like, if you can afford the debt, I guess it's not too bad. It's, fuck off, wasp. It's a fucking wasp. Going to uni isn't bad per se if you've got lots of money, right? But people like me, and I'm sure a few others, you know, that are watching this right now, will say, well, I don't have a lot of money, so therefore I either never went to uni or college. It fucking sucks having an American, half like British audience, because you have to like cater two different words that mean the same thing. It's so fucking annoying. I'm just going to say university, okay guys, if you are American, so sorry if it pisses you off, but whatever, right? But university, like, the debt in university is fucking awful. Like, you have to literally pay like thousands of pounds. I mean, thousands upon thousands of pounds, you know, just to basically get a course that you could have easily gotten work experience in. And it's just, you know, so fucking annoying when you get people that are obsessed over uni. Like, I have my little sister. I have my little sister. Now, obviously, I don't know what she wants to do recently, because I don't talk to her anymore, right? As I'm sure you guys would know from the other videos I've made. But at the same time, it did really annoy me when she freaked out over not getting enough grades. I'm like, Jess, mate, like, you don't even know what you want to fucking do, let alone, you know what I mean? Like, fair enough, you want to become a vet, or you want to become a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher, go to uni, right? That I do agree with. I do think you should go to uni, that provided you can afford the debt, of course. But she doesn't exactly, from what I knew last time, she didn't exactly know what to do, right? And what makes it even worse is that we come off from a poor family, a family that can't afford a lot. working class family. So it's like, why are you going to uni? But it's because of family pressuring her. And that's another thing, the reason why so many young people are still going to uni or college. It's a helicopter. Helicopter. What the fuck? Can't even see it. Yeah, I live near it. I'm not too far away from an airport where I live right now, so that's why there's lots of planes and helicopters. But yeah, it's just so bizarre and so weird and stupid that people think that going to uni is how you're going to make lots of money. But 9 times out of 10 you're not, and the amount of effort you have to go into just to do so is kind of stupid anyway. But then I guess if you put more effort into something, you get more out of it, I guess. So it's life, I guess, unfortunately. But it's just so pointless, man. Like, I will never ever go to uni. I just don't see the point. Like, I've never seen the point. Like generally, I don't know why so many people are like, but again, I think it's societal conditioning. You know, societal conditioning is the main problem here, because we get society, families telling us that we're not good enough if we don't get a higher education, and that we don't go to school, and that we don't get good grades. But I think a lot of that's brainwashing by the elites, because the elites, they want to control you. They don't want you being rich. And think about it, even if you get a good career and you get a good course on how to be rich, I don't know, something like a lawyer that will make you like maybe potentially 6 figures a year. They don't want you doing that, because that means that you're going to be competing with these. And these rich elites, they want to take more and more and more away from us, right? I mean, they probably want more lawyers, to be honest, when you think about it, just so they can get more lawyers to basically cover up all the bullshit stuff they're doing, right? The government, the elites, whatever, right? But I noticed there's been a massive lack of tradesmen in the UK, for example, because so many people are trying to go into university that there's no apprenticeships that have been taken anymore. You know, and then you've got less plumbers, less carpenters. I mean, not like it matters, because I couldn't care if society collapsed tomorrow, to be honest. I know that there's always death as an option, so I don't really care anymore, to be honest. But I'm displaying facts here. You know, less people are doing carpentry and plumbing, and because of that, what do you know, a lot of the important jobs aren't being taken up anymore, and all the pointless jobs that have been overworked for, like, I don't know, lawyers or nurses or doctors and stuff, guess fucking what? All of them have been taken up. But the worst part is, most of these people that try and get these courses, they end up working shitty jobs anyway, having to pay back all the debt. So it's like, what's the actual point? And not just that, but the school environment is so fucking toxic. Like, not only do they not teach you how to invest, not do they actually teach you how to be yourself, but the competition in school, man, in the classrooms, is brutal. You know, I got bullied at school. It fucking sucks. You know, having kids come up to you, get your old YouTube videos, put them on a screen to show the rest of the class. Not just that as well, but kids, you know, making up rumours about you. There were times where I was pushed onto the floor and my knees were, and well, my clothes got covered in mud. You know, it fucking sucks. And that's the problem with school. It doesn't teach you how to get along with each other. It teaches you how to compete and get good grades. So then you end up being in a system that competes against each other. Even when you're competing against dumbasses, you know, it's still all about popularity. Like, school is just, especially once you get into secondary school or into middle or high school in America, the competition is brutal, you know. It sucks. You know, it does suck. You know, it's awful. You know, school is just overly competitive, and you go through all that trauma, all that shit, all the parents putting expectations on you for what? Nothing. You know, and all the indoctrination. Now, another thing I've seen as well with school as well, I noticed that so many people, they tell you all the fucking time that you need to go to school and stuff, but But yeah, like, this is kind of a different subject, but I notice it a lot as well, with like the reason why they want you to go to school is because they want to indoctrinate you with a bunch of rubbish, right? That's why feminism happened, you know, because feminism was there to basically get the kids, take them to school, because if there's no mother staying at home, you know, being a housewife, and she's gone out and works, there's no one to take care of the kids. So the kids get taken to school, the kids get indoctrinated with religion and bullshit stuff like that, instead of being told the truth on how to invest, how not to get into debt, and how to believe in the life that is what we call Earth. But they don't want to do that, do they? Because that doesn't benefit the elite, because they want a bunch of religious brainwashed dumbasses who focus on going to uni all the time, still can't pay off their debt, and can't get anywhere in life, so then the government can take more away from us. You know, it's all part of the system. You know, the whole education system correlates with the system on how corrupt it is. That's why I just don't see the point in school, man. Like, I really don't see the point. Like, personally, if I ever had a kid, which I wouldn't because I'm an anti-natalist, but I certainly would homeschool my kid. And like, regardless of homeschool my kid or not, you know, that's another reason why not to have a kid. Because why would you bring a kid into this world where it's going to spend most of its childhood potentially getting bullied, provided, especially if it has mental health problems as well, like I did, and I didn't deal with things ideally enough. I will admit that I took the kids too seriously sometimes. You know, I still do that now, unfortunately, and half the time I don't realise it until it's too late. But at the same time, with the education system, is why the hell would I bring a kid into a system that was failed from the moment they were born? Why the hell would I put my kid in a classroom, put a kid into this world so they can be put in a classroom and deal with kids bullying them, and then them learning stuff that's not going to benefit them when they get to an adult years? And then when they get to an adult years, guess what? You know, and I notice this a lot with parents as well, is they think the schools can teach them, and it's so ridiculous. Like, the parents don't want to teach their kids about shit anymore. You know, I notice that quite a lot. Like, I live with my dad's right now, and I don't like it, but my dad's blue-pilled, right? He does say some really whack stuff, but I feel like he's at least trying to help me. Whereas my mum, I mean, I guess my mum got me into assisted living, but then on the other hand, if my mum taught me properly and taught me to be independent from a young age, I wouldn't need to go into assisted living, right? You know, a lot of my mental problems come from trauma as a child. Like, they just do. I don't think none of them. The only thing that's genetic is my autism, the ADHD, the social anxiety, the OCD. I've had a few people in my comments say I could have borderline personality disorder, but I'm not so sure about that, judging from the fact that my relationships with people aren't frequently bad enough. You know, I generally avoid conflict. People say you get conflict all the time, but it's like, bro, I don't want the conflict, you know. You know, I know there are people that are watching my video right now who probably won't agree with me, and I know a certain someone that won't agree with me. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, you know, it really doesn't. But yeah, that's the whole point of what my video is, really. It's simply about why the education system is worthless. It's just not good enough. You know, so many people think that there's so much Bro, why is there so many flies? Go away. Yeah, there's so many people who say that the school's worth pursuing, and that you're a dumbass if you don't go, and you know what I mean, which I just don't believe the case at all. I mean, aren't most billionaires like Bill Gates and Elon Musk? They didn't attend school. It's funny that, isn't it? It's like the school doesn't want you to be rich and successful. But yeah, that's the whole point of my video, and how the school sets us up for failure. Another reason why it's not good, it's not worth bringing a kid into this world, just how fucked the education system is in general. So when they get out in the outside world, they're confused. And given the fact that, let's say even if I was a good parent, the chances are the other parent wouldn't be, you know, because most people aren't awake. You know, there's way too many unawakened individuals right now. It's just sad, you know. Not enough anti-natalists, too many natalists. And I think you can agree with that. But yeah, it's just not worth it. And then for my kid to get bullied, for my kid to fail, and you know what I mean, for my kid to have all that social pressure put on him or her from a young age, it's just not worth it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, and peace.